Parents of Reddit, what's something that you think teenagers of Reddit need to hear? Learn to say no. If a request makes you uncomfortable, you can say no, even if it's to family or friends. It's healthy to set boundaries and learn to respect others people's too. Smile. I'm a senior in college, about to graduate, and I'm taking this weird, but very fun, elective dance class. One of the warm-ups we do is this partner activity where you sort of give each other a mini massage. It's a small class where I know everyone, besides which we choose our own partners, so it's not like you're going to end up with someone who you don't want touching you, but our professor has this rule that you have to say no at least once during the warm-up. Even if you're not necessarily uncomfortable, just pick a time and tell your partner to stop. She says it's because we don't get enough practice saying no in our lives, but it's an important skill. And she's right, even when I'm given full permission, I find it hard to tell people to stop, just because I'm so used to being polite and always saying yes. Currently teaching behavioral sciences to high schoolers, this has inspired me to create a lesson plan for this week on having them say no. I hadn't ever thought about giving them practice. Thank you for the inspiration. That's great. I'll tell my professor, I bet she'd love to hear that. If your parents are good people, you should try talking to them about your problems. Don't let embarrassment get in the way. As a parent of older teens, I'd like to offer a small bit of advice to parents of younger kids: always volunteer to drive them places. Your kid might not voluntarily talk to you at home, but they will in the car. I have no idea why this is, I figured this out quite by accident. Certain smarter people than me know why. They're friends too, their friends will talk to you in the car, and if you have a bunch of kids in the car they'll almost forget you're there, you'll hear all kinds of things. So yeah, be the parent that they can always count on for a ride. Just because you pop out a baby doesn't mean it'll keep your so around, and at times it'll make them break up with you. To that part, just because you have the kid doesn't mean it'll unconditionally love you, especially when you're a shitty parent. These are things my idiotic friends had made when we were young. Choosing to get knocked up at a wrong time in life has shaken lives to rubble at points. It can really ruin your future also. I knew someone who knocked up his 16-year-old girlfriend when he was a college freshman. They got married, in a state where 16 was old enough, but he dropped out of college to support his new family. If you want to marry the person you're dating and start a family, that's fine. But it can be hard without a stable job to support the two of you. My buddy did this. He was saving up money to go back to school and only had a year left to get his computer science degree. Got together with a girl who already had a kid and wanted to live with him. He spent all his money taking care of her and got her pregnant. Needless to say, it has been 5 years and he still hasn't gotten his degree and now works at FedEx. To my former teenage self, when they say don't do drugs until your brain is fully developed, Teresa reason, and you should listen. Edit, thanks for the awards. That includes alcohol, BTW. If I could tell my 14-year-old self that, that'd be nice. Alcohol is honestly one of the biggest ones to avoid. Alcohol is a shitty drug. It can kill you and harm others around you. If not that, it makes you do some stupid stuff while on it. But hey, it's legal. I knew you were masturbating, I'm just not going to say anything. Duck shit. Close the tab, goddamn this slow computer. Windows key plus D, you're welcome. Edit, pro tip. Windows 10 OS, Windows key plus tab, select desktop 2, have all your innocent stuff on desktop 1, your porn on desktop 2, Windows key plus control plus left arrow right arrow, switches desktops, hashtag X200B, edit 2, shut down RFTOO, copy into notepad, title firefox.bat. Place in startup folder, create shortcut, change icon to Firefox, right click property shortcut key. Set it now, you have an instant kill switch. I do mean kill, not sure if it's reversible, it just boot loops, double password, booby trapped file, check it out, secret file. This guy porns. As an older teen talking to my younger teen self, have some patience, you duck. Past self here. Don't ducking tell me what to do. Well, current self is having to try and correct the mistakes your dumbass made. Like you never make mistakes. That's besides the point. Well, the past self didn't have the wisdom you have right now. It resulted in bad decisions which led to frustrations. Impatience stemmed from this vicious cycle of anger and bad decisions. That is very accurate. Past self again checking in. Now that that's out of the way, we need to have a serious conversation about your current fashion choices. Current? How about the old choices? We bought damaged ripped jeans for the same price as normal jeans, and paraded around in those. Not to mention, jeans are so much thinner nowadays. Damn it. What are you doing here, old self? This thread was meant to bash our future self, let's gang up on them. Your parents are just flawed people too. They are mostly trying their best, but will still make mistakes. I absolutely agree. It is also important as parents to own your mistakes in front of your children. Not only does it teach them that we are not perfect, it shows we are willing to accept when we are wrong, apologize, and we will learn to do better, accept their point of view and advice if it is about them personally too. It is important to let them accept your apology in their own time too. It shows that there are consequences, even as adults, and it also teaches that sometimes a sorry isn't always enough. Nobody is perfect, we will all mistakes along the way, it is how we deal with it that matters. My daughter is 1.5, and I already make a point of saying things like oh, mama made a mistake. Silly mama. Incidentally, I dropped something in the street while I was carrying her the other day, and said oh, mama. As I went back to get it, and that was the funniest thing she had ever heard, and she kept repeating it and laughing for the rest of the afternoon. That part's not as relevant, but my kid is adorable, so I thought I'd share. Children laughing is what makes everything better, so keep on sharing. Children laughing is the best. Except at 1 a.m. in your house while you are alone. And you don't have kids. Your body parts won't all grow at the same speed. Don't panic, everything will probably even out. Probably. There are lots of paths to a successful happy life, not just the one that involves straight A's in the Ivy League or other top colleges. Ironically, most parents tell teens the exact opposite. Not all of us were built for staring at a computer screen for 8+ hours a day. I toiled for years shifting paper and making zero actual impact on society until I took the leap and changed careers to become a heritage carpenter. Today I enjoy going to work, and at the end of the day I have created or remade something tangible that will last for 100 years. Did I make more money at the desk job? Yes, but the satisfaction on working hard and maintaining our history is worth more than the extra money. I wish apprenticeships and trades were more encouraged as a valid route. Especially for women. I would have loved to do carpentry. I took woodwork as an elective at high school, mostly because our teacher was also my volleyball coach and he encouraged everyone equally. He also let me make a toy turtle on wheels at the end of term, even though there wasn't enough time, so he helped me finish it. Unfortunately, he retired early on in the first year of the elective class. Only 3 were girls out of 20 or more students, and the new teacher flat out ignored us and didn't help us. I didn't finish my major project. My uncle helped me in the school holidays that year. It was a coffee table with a thin pull-out drawer and a glass top, to do and display puzzles, as the teacher just didn't allocate any time for the girls in the class. My one friend just made dinosaur toys for 2 years lol. He really sucked, and I was not at all encouraged to continue woodworking for my final years of high school. I can only imagine how different things would have been if Nick Offerman were my teacher. He also let me make a toy turtle on wheels at the end of term, even though there wasn't enough time, so he helped me finish it. Picture of the aforementioned toy turtle? I don't have any. I made a duck and a turtle. I might be able to find them online. I think they were standard designs. The head and tail bobbed. For the turtle I made a tiny one, much smaller than the one in the book, and the duck's legs waddled. BRB if I find them. This was essentially the duck I made. Mine was a bit bigger and I didn't do those plastic cap things, I did the dowels flush. I think it's from Animated Animal Toys in Wood, 20 Projects That Walk, Wobble Roll, David Wakefield. This is definitely the same turtle I made, except my shell had steeper sides and a smaller top surface. The turtle is from a book called Making Heirloom Toys by Jim McCowkey as per the blog.